Good morning, Lincoln Academy. I'm so excited. It's Friday and we have two more eggs to open. We've been learning all week about the real meaning of Easter, and why we celebrate is because of Jesus and what he did for us in dying on the cross and rising again from the dead 3 days later. So today we have our last two eggs, and the first one I'm going to open up has two things in it. One, it has a white strip of cloth, and it has a big, well, not very big, small rock. And both of these things represent something really important, part of the Easter story. Yesterday, you learned about how Jesus died on the cross for us. And after he died, some of his friends wanted to take his body and bury it and give him a burial to show their love for him. And so in Matthew, it tells us about that. Matthew 27:59 through 61 says this: When it was evening, there came a rich man from Arimathea named Joseph, who was also a disciple of Jesus. He went to Pilate and asked for the body of Jesus. Then Pilate ordered it to be given to him. And Joseph took the body and wrapped it in a clean linen shroud. This is what this cloth represents. And laid it in his own new tomb, which he had cut in the rock. And afterwards he rolled a great stone to the entrance of the tomb and went away. So that's what this rock represents, is the stone that was covering the entrance of the tomb. Mary Magdalene and the other Mary were there, sitting opposite of the tomb. So both of those ladies were friends of Jesus who were there the whole time when he died, and then they were there when he was buried as well. And they were grieving. They were very sad because at this point in time, it seemed like the story of Jesus' life was over, and that he was dead, and that his enemies had won, and that they had defeated him in life. And so all of his followers were really, really sad and were grieving during this time of burial, and they thought that everything was over, and so they sealed his tomb with a big, huge rock. But that's not the end of the story. So we have one more egg to open, and this represents the very last part of our resurrection story. God didn't leave us with a sad ending, but he had a glorious ending and a happy ending to this story, and it gives hope to all of us. So what do you think is in this egg? Any guesses? All right, let's open it and see. I'm going to open it up, and it's empty. There's nothing in this egg. You want to know why? The good news is that Jesus did not stay in the tomb on Easter Sunday, 3 days after he was killed and buried. The Bible says that he rose again. He was resurrected, and he is still alive today. So let me read you these verses in Matthew as well. It comes from Matthew 28, verses 1 through 6. Now after the Sabbath, toward the dawn of the first day of the week, Mary Magdalene and the other Mary went to see the tomb. And behold, there was a great earthquake. For an angel of the Lord descended from heaven and came and rolled back the stone. Remember the stone that was covering it? And he sat on it. His appearance was like lightning, and his clothing white as snow. And for fear of him, the guards trembled and became like dead men. So there were guards at the tomb where Jesus was buried, and they were so afraid because this angel came down from heaven and was sitting on the stone of the tomb. But the angel said to the women, remember his friends that were there at the tomb? They said, "Do not be afraid, for I know that you seek Jesus." Seek means to look. He said, "I know you're looking for Jesus who was crucified. He is not here, for he has risen as he said. Come, see the place where he lay. Then go quickly and tell his disciples that he has risen from the dead." So this was the good news, Lincoln Academy, is that Jesus didn't stay dead, and he rose from the dead. It was a miracle, something only God could do. And it proves that he has power over death. And it also tells us that that God has power, and he wants to show you his love in your life. I hope that as you prepare to celebrate Easter on Sunday. Maybe as you're just doing fun things, maybe you're doing an Easter egg hunt with your family, or maybe you're having a special meal. I hope and pray that you'll remember this story, this true story of Easter. Why we celebrate is that Jesus is alive, and he loves you, and he has a good plan for your life. So I hope that you can remember that, and that you'll enjoy and appreciate thinking about these things as you come to Easter Sunday. Love you all. See you soon. Bye.